All right, welcome back on this Good Friday. We're previewing a story coming up on the Today Show centered around faith, redemption, and second chances. Today Show anchor Craig Melvin joins us live to tell us about a Connecticut man's journey from the depths of addiction and how he found his way back.
And we're really excited because obviously we love to highlight Connecticut connections, right? Especially when they're happening on the Today Show. And of course, this story is happening in Bridgeport. We're really looking forward to being able to share that with all of you this morning and to highlight something good on this Good Friday.
Yeah, something that stood out to me about this story, and we were all talking about it, is, I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for a little over 7 years. So we're so excited that Craig Melvin is here to kind of tell us about how this Connecticut connection actually came to him.
Yeah, so good morning, Craig. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Taylor, Eddie, good to see both of you on a Friday morning. This is one of those stories that sort of just came to us. Pivot Ministries, as you mentioned, based in Bridgeport. The men of Pivot came to my church in Connecticut and sang, and they've been doing it for years. And during the course of that time, I got to know Pastor Richard Williams. It's Pastor Richard that runs Pivot Ministries. Pastor Richard also in recovery as well. He managed to dig himself out of the throes of addiction, and he did it through his faith. He was guided by the scripture that his late mother often shared when he was a boy. But here's the thing, that's not where the story ends. He just didn't go back to Pivot, by the way. Pivot is where he recovered. He didn't just go back and run that program. His twin brother, Robert, also struggled mightily with addiction. Cocaine turned to crack back in the 80s. On the very same day, the two brothers called a sister and they got help. They sought help separately on the very same day, and they have been sober for a number of decades now. And as you know, that sobriety didn't just stop with them. They have made it their mission, their life's work, to bring other men along on their recovery journey.
You know, Craig, it's amazing that we get to talk to you about this, and it's amazing that this story is connected to Connecticut. Love the story of the twin brothers and their connection to their sister. You know, Taylor has been to recovery meetings that I have spoke at, so we have that connection. She got to hear my story, so this really hits home for me. I really want to ask you, is there a part, for anyone watching right now, for anyone watching this story right now who may be struggling, is there a message that you have for them that you are hoping that they are able to take away from this story today?
You know, Pastor Richard said it best during the piece. He said, it's never too late. It's never too late. You just have to ask for help. And, you know, I've done a number of recovery stories as well. My father, I wrote an entire book about my father being an addict for years. And he has been clean now for, 8-9 years himself. So during that time, when we were helping him and he was on his road, his journey, I decided that these are the kinds of stories that probably would help a lot of other people. So we've decided to shine a light on this a number of times, and we've got some footage here of Pivot Ministries in action. I mean, these guys, they pray together, they sing together, they live together for months. And one of the great things about this particular program is when they're done, they've got this community that they've become a part of that helps them on their journey. So that would be the one takeaway, I would say, is it's never too late to get help. You just have to ask.
It's such an important message, Craig. And what time can our viewers tune in to see this inspiring story this morning?
Well, you know what? That's a great question. I just looked at the rundown. I can give you the exact time, assuming we don't run long on other stories. It'll be somewhere between 8:12 and 8:14.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you, Craig. Thank you for shining a light on this organization, on this place in Bridgeport. And, you know, one of the reasons I like to share my story is because it helps break that stigma around addiction. And it's nice to see that other journalists are doing the same thing. We just really appreciate it. Thank you.
We appreciate you, too. Keep it up. Thank you, guys. By the way, you're my station in Connecticut. You're the station that we watch. We live in Fairfield County.
Well, we appreciate that, Craig, and we also tune in to watch you and the team every single morning. But I have to ask you before we go, You're cheering for the Huskies, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
No, South Carolina.
I know. I
Now it's awkward. Now it is absolutely awkward. So I'm from South Carolina.
I know.
And I'm friends with Dawn Staley. So I can't lie to your
Bob
viewers.
just mentioned it. He just let us know.
Yeah.
I can cheer for the UConn men. How about that?
Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's a compromise that we needed this morning.
Thank you.
Greg.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.